Welcome to the Three Up Top podcast, the home of football opinions, match reactions, transfer talk, predictions, and everything happening in the beautiful game. Three mates, three perspectives, one podcast. This is the Three Up Top podcast.
Yes, guys, and welcome back to another video. As you know, the season is fast approaching us, so we're going to tier list the transfer market so far. We're going to start with from Arsenal and then go down, and then we'll end up with Spurs, and then see how the transfer window so far on that team.
Yeah. So we'll start off with Arsenal.
Yeah.
The three in so far. Christos Tsalis. Obviously they've signed Pierre Hincapié on a transfer now after having him on loan for the season. And they got that Ilian Melier from Leeds.
He'll get his arse out again.
Hopefully not. I think that's a bit of a sore sight. They're out, so Trossard and that Jakub Kivier. Yeah, and then obviously 9 of us to leave for free or released. Nothing high profile of us on the list.
I think. Where would you guys put it? I think it's been okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
Yeah. Do they really need to do much? They've just won the league. They've got a good squad already. I mean, that Solis will be interesting because it was 34 mil. He's been at Norwich before, hasn't he? Was it the same when he was at Norwich? And he weren't great then, was he? So unless he's just had like an unbelievable blow up recently, I haven't been watching him, so I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to just wait and see if they can get anyone else through the line. They've been linked with who was it? Is it Vinny Jr. they've been linked with recently?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Can you imagine him leaving?
No, I don't think he'll go there. But in terms of what they've done so far, I think it's been okay.
Yeah, it's one of them teams, like they don't need much, but they still need a few players in because obviously City's going to buy players. United, Liverpool.
They need a striker, don't they?
Yeah,
they definitely do. Yeah, I don't think Gyökeres is good enough. Kai Havertz can't be relied upon.
I think Trossard, obviously, it was either going to be him or Martinelli going. But I think 17 million. I thought they would have got more than that.
What, for Trossard?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they'd done all right getting the money they got for him, to be honest.
How old is he now? 31?
Yeah, 31-year-old. I mean, he's all right. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, in this market, yeah, like everyone's fucking 70, 80 million, aren't they?
He's only going to Turkey, though, isn't he? So he's
you got to be like
a lot of wages.
I think
you could have got at least 30.
Maybe from Europe.
That would have been good if they got 30 for him. But yeah, no, it's all right for Arsenal. Not too bad.
Yep. Next team.
Yeah.
Aston Villa. Garnacho on loan. With an option to buy, I believe, at the end of the season, maybe after appearances or something like that. A bit like the Harvey Elliott one.
There is a clause in there, isn't there?
Yeah, a bit like the Harvey Elliott one. They'll probably play him until they get started his last few and then just not play him again, so they have to sign him. I won't blame him. They got that Yohan Manzambi, that young lad. Had a good World Cup, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a good season last season as well. I don't watch the Bundesliga, but since they've signed him, I've looked into it a little bit. I think he had a good year. So.
João Gomez signed him. Big centre midfielder. Good replacement, Yuri Tielemans. And then they got Meduo Cisse.
Yeah.
Not too sure who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Their outs are big though, aren't they? Massive.
Yeah.
Big goals, like some gaps to fill. Morgan Rogers, 120 mil nearly. Good profit, good healthy money. Tielemans, 36 million.
That's the big miss for him.
Yeah.
Yuri Tielemans.
It's a link-up play, isn't
he? Yeah.
Marlin, 21 mil. Lewis Dobbin, got 10 mil for him, not bad. Enzo Barrechia, yeah. and then 19 other players to leave.
For me,
I mean,
they're doing a lot. Yeah, they're doing a lot. Villa are like they're having a bit of a. Can you even call it a rebuild? Because there's just like there's a lot going on. Did they need to rebuild? But I think the Manzambi one I can't really talk too much about because I haven't really watched him too much.
Yeah, me too.
I just know a lot of people have been talking about him since they've signed him.
60
so
mil though. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, it's a big move. Joao Gomez, obviously, I'm going to praise him up.
It'll suit them.
Really good signing, but it's not a Tielemans replacement.
Nah.
That's more of like an Onana. So yeah, the Joao Gomez signing, that's more of like an Onana replacement because he's going to be out injured for the majority of the season. So they still need to replace Tielemans. That's a massive miss.
Yeah,
Rogers,
that's massive though, isn't it? Onana
yeah,
that is
it's huge for him. It's huge for him.
Onana
It's
out
bigger
for the
than
season
Rogers.
is massive. That's a big
Rogers.
miss.
Rogers, I don't think they mind too much purely because the price they got for him, like
120 mil.
Anyone would be happy to lose anyone for that money, honestly.
I think with Villa though, they have to sell to buy. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they should have enough now to probably bring in a couple more players. They definitely need I think they're targeting another striker, and they probably need another creative midfielder, maybe, depending on it, unless they're doing a change system. In terms of the window, I'd put it okay again. I would.
Yeah.
I was going to put it decent over.
Yeah. Why do you think? Do you think they've
just like the players they've got rid of and the players they brought? Obviously the players they got rid of is better than the ones they brought. I think.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with that. In terms of like Tielemans is better in terms of like creating and playing that forward line than Joao Gomez is. Joao Gomez is more of that defensive midfielder, isn't he? And I suppose we've got to wait and find out for Manzambi. I think Garnacho could be an interesting loan. I know you guys will probably have a different opinion on him. But under Unai Emery, like, could he revive his career a little bit? I mean, we saw it with Rashford when he went there. He had a good spell, didn't he?
Yeah.
You can't deny that. So maybe Garnacho, maybe it could do the same for him.
Maybe a bit less pressure.
I don't want him though, did he? Aston Villa fans don't want Garnacho.
Yeah, I think that's
that could soon turn after a couple of months if he's shit hot and he's absolutely on fire, though.
I don't think he will. It didn't happen at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what he's about. And there's talks about Ollie Watkins going as well, isn't there? I think that's one I might be looking for a strike.
And Martinez. So there's still a lot. There's still a lot that's going to happen with Aston Villa. So by the start of the season, we could be saying it's a great window if they've brought in like replacements for all these players, because there's still going to be a lot going on. But where would you put it for now, Alex?
I think I'd go decent. I think just for the fact that there's rumours of all players leaving. And I think the Garnacho deal, I think a lot of Villa fans aren't happy about it anyway, because they know what he's like. He's a bit of a brat, isn't he, Garnacho? The Manzambi, what is his position?
I think he's an attacking midfielder, isn't he? I could be wrong, but I've never really watched him play. I've just seen like a lot of people talk about him since they've signed him. So
I'd go with decent. I think that's definitely still need to just invest a bit. They got quite an old squad, though, haven't they, as well?
Yeah, maybe that's why they're going to start like.
If they lose Martinez,
obviously Joao Gomez and Manzambi are both younger, so.
Yeah, if they lose Martinez and then Ollie Watkins. Obviously, Ollie Watkins, I don't think they'll be too bothered about it to make money off him. I think he'd be a miss anyway because they know what he's like. He is a good striker on his day, and it's hard to replace to get a good striker. But it's been hit and miss, hasn't he? Last season.
Yeah, he's more of a central midfielder, but he can play an attacking midfielder and a second striker.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you two want to go decent, so we can go decent with that one.
Yeah, I think it's Bournemouth. So they've signed Alvaro Rodriguez for 21 million, and then they got out Senesi for free, Hamed Traore, and 15 others have probably been released.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Tough, innit, for them. And again, I'll probably put him in. I don't know. Is it decent? The one player.
I'd put needs more.
Yeah.
They've only brought one player in. I don't really know much about that player either, so I can't really comment on it. But they've lost Marco Senesi for free, which is a massive hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a really good player, really good centre half. And to lose him for free as well, to not get anything for him. But yeah, I think they need a few more incomings. Bournemouth. Alex Scott could be leaving. Hasn't signed a new deal, so that we'll see more in a couple of weeks with Bournemouth. But definitely for me, it needs more because they've only had one incoming and a lot of players have gone. So
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, probably needs more. And you don't know how this new manager's going to be.
yeah, I want to say that's a good point as well because like when teams are going through like hiring a new manager as well, that takes a lot of the not focus away from doing transfer business, but obviously it takes a lot of time doing it. So
Yeah, they definitely need more than one signing.
anything to say on that one, Alex? In Bournemouth?
Nah, I think they've got a few outgoings, aren't they? Possibly. So, and they've only signed one player. They definitely need to improve a little bit more. They've lost obviously the manager, haven't they? Areola's gone to Liverpool, so it's going to be probably a tough season for them. I think they've got a good project maybe, but it'll be an interesting season. If they don't invest, that is, they definitely need to invest.
So the next one's Brentford. They've brought in Jaden Anthony for 17 million, Yannick Schuster for 16.5, and then Callum Wilson for 3, which I think is a really good signing.
Yeah, it's good signing. That is.
The players out are just 15 random squad players, like youth players or squad players that have been released. There hasn't been like a major player to leave Brentford yet. Obviously, Jordan Henderson has recently. That's gone through. Was it yesterday or today? But what do you think about that one, Cam?
What, Brentford or what, Jordan Henderson?
Just Brentford as a whole, yeah. You can throw Jordan Henderson in there if you want. What thoughts on that?
Again, I think it's a bit like Bournemouth. It's been quiet for him, hasn't he? Like, he brought 3 players, and I think Callum Wilson was a great signing for him. Jaden Anthony, winger.
That's an interesting
You
one.
said you should sign him in the first video, didn't you? Was it no, not our first video, but our buy one sell one. You did mention Jay Nancy, didn't you?
Yeah, I can't remember if I said to buy him though, but I say I thought he was a decent winger whenever Tamar watched him. Obviously, he's got a quite big move now, so it's another step forward for him. Probably put decent, probably in decent.
I'm okay to go decent.
Yeah, it's quite. They've not really lost anyone, have they?
Yeah, it's been quite quiet for him, hasn't it?
I don't think Brentford are going to be that sort of team to do quite a bit anyway. I can see them quite having like a quiet.
Maybe mid-table.
Yeah, because they had a good season last season. They'll have a quiet window, and then I don't think they need to do too much. So
They're a good footballing side, aren't they? They're mid-table, and they might end up towards the end of the season pushing up higher.
yeah.
They're just one of them teams. They've got a good solid 12 team, aren't they? It's just well balanced, and then they do rely on set pieces quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're not a bad side, to be honest. They're alright.
I'm happy with decent for them.
Yeah.
Brighton next.
Yeah. Obviously, they've got that lad from, aren't they? Spurs, aren't they? Sort of swapping. Van Hecke on Spurs. Luka Vuskovic. He's come in. He obviously had a good season in Germany, apparently. So not as young, and he's good young centre back. Suits Brighton. Got Zadok Johanna. Not too sure.
I have no idea who that is, by the way. I didn't even know.
No.
I haven't even heard anything about that.
Pascal Struijk. Good from Leeds. We'll know. Decent player. Costinha. Any idea? And then they've got 4 others that I brought in. They've also lost Van Hecke and Diego Capello.
Yeah. I mean, 50 million seems a lot for that centre half, don't it? Vuskovic, who probably has he played much or anything? I don't know. I don't really know much about him.
Last season.
He went out on loan, didn't he? He was at Hamburg. They had a
Yeah.
really good loan spell at Hamburg. I think they wanted him back there. I was a bit shocked Spurs sold him, but
it looks like that's going to be their new centre back partnership anyway. Vuskovic and Pascal Struijk. But no, I think Van Hecker going. They've replaced him, so they've done it quite quickly. So they've got the business done quite quick. Are they going to lose more players? There's talks of Welbeck going. That'll be interesting because then they'll probably need to bring in another forward. I'd
Yeah.
put it in like decent or okay.
Yeah, I'll probably put it okay, but it'll be like bottom half of okay. Cause
Yeah, I agree with that, Cam. Yeah.
Yeah, they've sort of replaced, haven't they, what they've lost, but probably not
Yeah.
to the same quality at the minute that we know of.
Mhm.
But it's still not bad. It's still not bad.
I think they've done quite well.
I think Pascal Struck is I think it's a decent sign for
Mm-hmm.
him. But yeah, I'm happy to go okay, but there's like lower.
Right.
Just early in transfer window though, man. Anything can happen.
Yeah, there's still time left to do stuff. So, next team's Chelsea. So obviously Morgan Rogers, that's the big deal of the window, 117 million.
Yeah, mental.
They made that. They finally got that Quenda over the line. Giovanni Quenda, 43.5.
Mm-hmm.
Marco Palestra for 43, and then signed some lad called Denner for 8.7. Going out was Cucurella for just over 50 million, Santos for 50 million. That he went to you, didn't he? They got 24 million for that Tyreek George, which I think is a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
That's
good business. Like,
Yeah, that's a good return. And they've also got 10 other people leaving the books.
Obviously, they did bring in that Emmanuel Emenga, whatever, from Strasbourg. 23-year-old striker. 20 mil brought him in for, and they got that Dastan Satpev or whatever, the Kazakhstan guy. That Karate Almaty.
Yeah.
He played in the Champions League. Young lad.
Yeah,
Meant
I've
to be a
seen
good
today
player.
that apparently that the goalkeeper Johansson might be going the other way around.
Yeah, I've seen that in Strasbourg.
With the books.
Surely this can't go on, can it? Really,
It's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
it is very dodgy, but it's Chelsea, and they'll get done.
Well, Villa and Chelsea are doing it as well. They always seem to do it as well.
Yeah,
They've done it a lot in the past with that Kellyman, Garnacho, and the Rodgers deal. If Nat Jackson goes the other way, teams do it, don't they?
Yeah.
What do you think of that anyway? Where would you rank Chelsea's window?
It's going to be good, isn't it? I think is it great? Is it high okay? I think it could be great, because especially with the rumoured player, Chelsea got a good squad as it is. They got tons of players, aren't they?
I think. Do you know what? Do you know what makes it great? I think just the appointment of Alonso as well.
Yeah, you got Rodgers.
Yeah,
He's added quality.
I know that doesn't come down in terms of transfer business, but obviously it's a new manager as well. I think that it just edges it, don't it? I think that's one of the ones that you put.
The Jordan Henderson one is a bit weird, but the Danny Welbeck one at 35 is still a good striker, isn't he? Experienced.
Yeah. I think they're getting away from the potential, aren't they? They're trying to get proven players now.
Yeah, that's what I realised where they're going wrong.
The spending's got to end at some point now.
Yeah, God knows Morgan Rogers is probably on a week.
The spending's got to end, but no, I'm happy to put it great for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coventry next. So they've brought Amanda for 17.2 million. Onika, undisclosed, and then Luan Toshona.
I was waiting for you to pronounce that one. That's I was just sat here smiling, waiting for you to pronounce it. Liam Chowner, I think is how you pronounce it. He's a lad from Burnley. I'm pretty sure he's a midfielder. I could be wrong. And then that Frank Onyeka was on loan there last season, so they've just made it permanent.
Yeah, and then you've got 9 players might be leaving.
Yeah, I think some of the ones I've lost aren't big players anyway. They're free transfers, they're leaving. So.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's why I jotted it down as just the amount of players leaving. What we mean by that is just squad players and stuff, and players that aren't really first teamers.
Yeah, I guess you've got to put them. You need more, don't they?
Yeah, it has to go there. It can't go anywhere else. Even if they've made a ridiculous signing, let's say they signed, I don't know, for instance, say if they signed Ollie Watkins and that was the only signing, you'd still put them in needs more because they're going to need a whole overload of a squad, don't they? They need a whole overhaul, I should say. So
Yeah, they need to do a Sunderland did last year, didn't they? Just
yeah.
buy.
So for me, it has to go into needs more. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, definitely is more.
Yeah, 100%.
Where are they?
Not much more to say on that one. Is they haven't really done much, have they? So
It'll be
move on.
interesting to see who they do bring in, though. It'll be interesting to see like what sort of players they target. Do they do what promoted teams tend to do and target like high-end championship players?
Yeah,
Just
or,
in case,
or
like, they go down, or are they going to try and like break that barrier and try and like sign Premier League quality players and Premier League ready players? So it'll be
Yeah,
interesting to see the target.
I think a good thing they can do is sign players that, like you said, high championship, like good season championship. Because they'll come in, they're probably on a high already, having a good season. Now they're in the Premier League, they get to prove themselves at the high stage.
yeah.
We'll see.
Crystal Palace is next. We can literally just breeze over this one, lads, because
I think
they
these
brought
boys
in
are
Oscar Mingueza, however you meant to pronounce that. They brought him on a free, and then they just had a load of like squad players and stuff to leave. They haven't really done anything, so you can just literally just chuck them into needs more.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anyone's got anything to say on that, have you? Like
Nope.
they haven't done anything.
Just when it is the amount of time when Wharton's going to leave on him as well.
Yeah, because that's still. So is that going to be one of those deals that happens after the season's already started?
Possibly.
Like for Palace, you don't really want it to though. You want to sort of get that out of the way. If the player wants to leave, you don't want someone hanging around for the start of the season because then you've got to worry about replacing them, and the season's already started. So
yeah, I'm kind of shocked that no one's gone in for him yet. There's like, surely you want him ready for pre-season with your team, but
maybe with Palace, well, they're not spending any money, are they? Obviously, that's why Glasner left.
Yeah, it's just going to be an interesting one to see what happens with him.
And obviously, with them towards the end of the season, they signed what's his name, the striker.
Strand Larson.
Yeah, signed Strand Larson, and they spent all that money on him.
Yeah, 60 million.
money.
No, it wasn't 60. What was it? 40, I think.
It was something. It was quite high for a player
40,
like that.
I think it was 40. Yeah.
And then Mateta ended up playing again. Yeah. Next.
you reckon he'll leave in the summer? Saying he
Mateta?
wanted to go?
Maybe.
Well, Mateta, do you reckon he'll follow a manager somewhere?
Could do.
Well, he was linked with AC Milan, weren't he? So
Paris like their big foot off strikers, don't they? They like the big men.
Yeah. Everton. Quite straightforward. Everton. 3 players in. Aidan Hackney. I think that's a really good signing since we've had a great season in the Championship. Tyreek George. Not bad. Good winger. And then Merlin Roll.
yeah, it was that last year, wasn't he?
Oh, was it?
16 players out. I think there were a bunch of free. I think there was quite a few free transfers. Idris Gay out of contract. Seamus Coleman out of contract.
Yeah, I think they overspent on Tyreek George, but other than that, I think Aidan Hackney decent signing that is, and then that Merlin Roll.
I think
they
haven't lost many players, have they? They've only lost a few experienced, like older players.
No, I think.
I think for me straight away they've been like high decent.
Yeah.
Maybe low okay, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'd put them in okay if they brought in a striker.
Yeah, they've definitely got to room for
I feel
improvement.
like that's what they need. But for now, I think I'd put it in decent.
Do you reckon above
I
Villa?
do agree with John's point, though. I think they've overspent on that George, but that just happens nowadays, don't it? Team, you have to pay for what you want. So. And there's a lot of room for him to develop. He's only young, so maybe in a couple of years we probably sound stupid, but yeah, I think it goes in decent. If they sign a striker, it's in okay.
A team's interested in that. Is it Gay guy? I can't never how to say his name. The CDM.
Oh, Idris Gay.
Yeah, I think they're interested.
I'm
Uh,
happy to
Put 'em in-
above Villa,
I
below
think it'll
Villa.
be yeah, decent.
I think I'd put it just behind a Villa, just
think just
purely because I
behind.
think Villa have probably signed better players. But
Yeah, better quality, better standout. Yeah.
Fulham, yeah, they brought in Assar for 5 million, and then they got rid of Diop, Raul Jimenez, Wilson for 3. And then obviously 14 squad players gone, which again I think they're going to be like a bit like Palace. They might struggle in Bournemouth.
I'm worried for Fulham.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
manager
Um,
gone.
Yeah, a new manager comes in, which will be interesting. But when you lose like Harry Wilson and Raul Jimenez, both
big
for
hit.
free, yeah, it is massive for a squad like Fulham as well. That is that's big for him. I do worry. I think it's got to go into needs more.
Yeah,
Like they
definitely.
they ain't got much creativity now, or the goal scorer have they? Because it was pretty much going through Harry Wilson last season and Jimenez.
Harry
Mhm.
Wilson's a massive loss, isn't it? Like that's a big replacement. Like,
Free transfer as well. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's got to go. I'd even put it below
below
Palace.
Palace,
But
yeah.
yeah, I honestly I would, just because
Yeah.
for the pure reason I think the players that they've lost is more important to them
100%.
Yes.
than when you
Okay, I
think of
agree.
like the Palace. So yeah,
Yeah, Palace
go
haven't really
there.
lost anyone out there. They've just sort of.
Yeah. Hull City. This is another straightforward one. I mean, we can already chuck them into news more. They've brought in Matt Target and Jack Butland. They've
Just,
lost Panda for 6 million, that Joseph for 4 million, and a few other players. So yeah, it just needs more.
mm-hmm.
I think I'll go before Bournemouth. I reckon.
Would you? This is Ipswich, but
Oh,
this is
sorry,
Hull City.
no,
By the way.
yeah, Hull City.
Yeah, it's just. I think them two signings what they made. They put a decent for.
What Target and Butland? Do you think the Premier League quality? Like Target and Butland? I don't.
They're a
think
bit
so,
of a
mate.
grasp, aren't they?
It's got experience, hasn't he? Jack Butland and Matt Target. They're a bit experienced players, aren't they?
I'd probably put them below Coventry.
I think. Yeah, I wouldn't put them that high up. I think I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, because obviously like the newly promoted team, but Hull's a unique conversation here because they've got so much to do. Other than that, a Premier League quality, mate. Sorry, I just noticed my camera froze, but we'll breeze over that.
Yeah,
Did you need to pause it? Or
as you spoke, it just lagged and it went quiet for like 5 seconds.
you've got? Oh, I can't hear you again, mate.
Yeah, I don't know why everything went quiet for like 5 seconds. It just lagged and froze.
No, sorry. Do you reckon I can go straight back into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think Hull are just that unique conversation where they just need a whole new squad. Like literally, there's hardly anyone in that team that's going to be good enough.
Yeah.
And I get to, like I said, I get your point, bringing in Target and Butland, maybe experience, but it's not. That's not good enough for me. Like you need to be getting play. Like it's nowhere near good enough. I wouldn't even know where to put them in that category, but yeah, it definitely needs more.
I think
Probably
these two, Palace and Fulham, I think they're about par anyway, and I think the Hull are joining them.
Before Palace,
Yeah. Maybe even.
You think they're the worst?
no. I think Hull. I think that I put them ahead of. I think they've got the worst squad in the league, but I think I put them ahead of Fulham because just because like they've got who Fulham have lost are just so important to them. I think that's my only reason. I think that just affects Fulham a little bit.
Well,
and I think the Hull owner is probably going to spend a lot of money as well in the coming weeks before the season starts. So
we might just gonna have to if he wants to stay up.
I might go
there.
Ipswich is next. Do you want to go through the brought in?
Yeah, so Ipswich obviously they just recently brought in that Deiza Maeda from Celtic, experienced striker. Issa Diop, it's not bad for a newly promoted side. Experienced centre back. Emerson, Abdul Fatawu.
Yeah, the one from Leicester.
Yeah. Chuba Akpom. I don't know if he's had a good season or not. It's just a bit of an odd one that is out of nowhere. and Cedric Kipre.
Well, I think with the Chuba Akpom, I think they actually loaned him in last season.
Okay, right.
I could be wrong on that, so I think that's probably like an obligation
Let's
thing.
check.
I don't even know if he played much for him, to be fair. Out of all that,
Kipper was there last season as well, wasn't
was he? So is that the same situation?
he? I think it's centre back with O'Shea.
I think it's
The
not
thing
bad
that stands
business.
out to me, the thing that stands out to me is that it's like they're the only team out of the three that have come up and instantly started to spend money, which is interesting, especially when you think they're probably the one who's most Premier League ready out of the three. When you look at the squad, still got more to do. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's an all right start for him. So I'm happy to put him in decent, but towards the lower end of decent. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree.
Are you all right with that? Like, I think it's just because I think it's a good start for him, but they definitely still need more. I think if they're
But
going
they
to like
spent
try
quite a
and
bit of money already. Like they spent
yeah,
nearly 50 million on 2 players, and one's a striker and one's a Resi 1 player. That Fatu.
Fatua, yeah, he's a winger, yeah.
He's a winger, so they got a winger and a striker in, which is probably what they need. And they got that Maeda.
I have seen a lot of people say that like I don't think Fatu had the greatest of seasons last season as well in a Leicester team that went
It
down.
could be a bit of a clutch.
That was terrible though, wasn't
it? So that'll be interesting. What I would say is like, do you think maybe they could have spent that amount of money on like better like more Premier League ready players? Do you reckon that brings smart? Do you reckon they could work smarter? Is what I'm trying to say with the money.
Maybe, but the thing, you never know with these new teams. Like, there's not much pressure on them because they're signing players with probably the promise of we're not probably going to stay up. We're probably going to go back down. So there's no pressure. Yeah. So these players they bring in, they sort of coming in on like a deal of where maybe if they go down, they'll probably get sold.
Be safe anyway because they'll have a clause like.
Yeah, they'll probably have like a release clause so they can get a move somewhere else. So either way, there's no pressure on them. It'd be interesting. I think maybe from a newly promoted side to sign some of the players they have, like they sign 6 players instantly.
I think it's definitely decent.
I think it's so far good. I think they definitely could do with a couple more players just to maybe improve their quality.
It looks like Phillips is going to leave, isn't it?
I think it could even be better than Everton at the minute.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
I think on the quality of players, I think Aston Villa could be more like they're like decent, but they're sort of low okay, just because of their outgoings. That's all they've lost.
Yeah,
I would say that. I don't know about you two.
I'm happy to leave them there if you want.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Everton have done some good signings, but obviously Everton's standout signing is Hackney so far. Like it's just one player in the centre mid, and it's a good deal, 20 million. Like it's not bad. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Leeds, Cam?
Leeds, so they signed Harry Wilson for free, and then they brought Tariq Mohamovic.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Mohamovic, something like that. He's a good centre back. He is. I like him. I watched him play for that Bosnia. He does good.
Okay.
Do you think it's worth 34 million?
Probably. He's playing for that
Sassuolo
or whatever in Italy was.
Oh yeah.
So it's not a bad centre back. He's good ball playing centre back, tall, left footed.
It's fair. In this market, you never know what's a good signing and a bad signing is now.
Exactly.
And then the outgoing Pascal Struck, Cart Darlow, Meslier, and then the 7 squad players gone. So they've got rid of 2 keepers.
Yeah, also just a quick one from, I think it's been confirmed today, they are signing Trafford as well.
That's great signing.
Yeah. Which I think that puts it in okay, because I don't think they need to do
okay, yeah. I think it's good.
Yeah. I think
isn't it?
Because when you look at their squad, I mean, Harry Wilson, incredible signing. Don't really know much about that centre-back, but Alex just said he's a good ball-playing defender, so that'll be interesting.
He'll suit Leeds.
And then obviously bring in Trafford in as well, so I think it goes in okay.
I think it goes higher than that.
Higher than Brighton. I think Brighton got some good signings there.
Yeah.
I think Leeds signings are better than Arsenal signings.
Maybe knock Arsenal down a bit.
Not
maybe
for like the Leeds team. Is that what you mean?
Leeds team, yeah. Like, they just brought Man City's goalkeeper.
Well, to be honest, we didn't
How
consider moving Arsenal down, so we could always move Arsenal down. They've only brought in 3 players, haven't they? They've brought in 1 player who they had last season. They got Melier in as a backup keeper, and they've only signed that 1 player who's actually going to play.
he's shocking as well.
So Arsenal could be on the verge of maybe dropping down to decent and
That's decent,
Villa
yeah.
going up maybe.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that. Yeah.
Like this. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll drop Arsenal down.
Move Villa up 1 maybe?
I wouldn't move them up because I think
No.
they've still. I think a lot's going to happen with them.
I think Arsenal. Do you
But
reckon
what you've got to
Arsenal
look at as well, though, the way we're doing it as well, though, is like, do Arsenal really need to do much?
I think they do.
You think they do?
If they want to
Yeah,
defend the title, they do
to
need to change
maintain
some.
the title. City obviously going to buy players.
Okay,
And
fair enough.
I think they need to do more than what they're doing.
I think
Okay.
sometimes they did get a little bit low. I think if Arsenal fans were going to be honest, I think they would turn around and say, yeah, they had a good season. But other teams around them didn't perform. But also, Arsenal slipped up quite a few times in places.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when they lacked goals, they didn't really have goal scorers, or when they brought players on to score goals, Jesus couldn't score a goal. Havertz was injured or couldn't score a goal.
Mhm.
Martinelli, everyone raves about him. I don't think he's fantastic. I don't think he's a starter really, but Saka
Yeah,
had
I
a
think
poor season.
I think they had that pitch where a few of their key players got injured, and it's just awful to watch. They had nothing going forward, did they?
They got no depth,
Struggles.
have they? Really, properly.
No.
Okay, so we're leaving it like that, then, yeah.
Yeah.
So Liverpool is next. They've signed Jeremy Jacquet. I think he's a centre half, isn't he?
Yeah.
60 million. And then that Victor Munoz for 34.5. And then well, I've just got wrote down. They've had like a number of players leave. Obviously, Salah, Andy Robertson.
Canate.
Where would you put these?
Obviously, Canate is gone. I think they need more. I think they need way more. I think even Liverpool fans would say they need way more.
Yeah, I think if they sign that Barcola, if it looks like they're going to, it goes from need more to probably okay. I don't know if you like agree.
Not just from Barcola, they need a lot more. They need another centre midfielder. They probably need even. They probably won't say it. They might need another centre back. They need at least another 1 or 2 midfielders, centre midfielders. They need wingers.
Need a left back as well, don't they?
They need wingers also. They're lacking
We can
players.
chuck them in needs more then.
I think they definitely need more. I think Liverpool could do better.
For as a club as Liverpool.
Yeah, because don't forget, obviously, we're basing it off of like what
How
the
the
club
club-
need, and like, yeah, we're not like judging it based off of like other teams, so to speak. It's more of like for them, isn't it? It's their transfer window, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
They're
to
definitely going to sign more players for the window, and obviously, if we were to do this again in like a month or so,
We
and
could
they
be saying
definitely
something really
they could be
different.
but great because towards the end of the window, they might just turn around and go like bang, 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 and that's it.
Mhm.
6 players come in, all top
I
players.
don't know. Will they though? Because they did spend a lot. They spent a bomb, didn't they?
Personally, I don't think
season?
they will. I think they're going to be on like a bit of a tight budget this season.
Mm-hmm.
They wasted that money on the strikers, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're both injured, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Manchester City's next.
Man City. Let's have a look.
Jeremy Monga for 10 million and Pierce Charles for 3 million, which I don't know him. And then they got rid of Ake, Akanji, and Bernardo Silva on a free transfer.
Well, that Pierce Charles, they brought him back, didn't they, from Sheffield? Not Wednesday.
Yeah,
Was
Pierce
it
Charles
Wednesday?
is just going to get a loan spell. He'll be in the loan system for a few years.
He's the one that
Jerry
signed back on
Ramonda is
loan.
probably going to be the same, isn't he?
Yeah, they'll make
He'll
money
probably
off
be
him
in the
later.
loan system for a few years.
Are they then people where you just buy them cheap, then loan them out, and then sell them a bit?
Just as we're doing this, by the way, live reaction, just as we're doing this. Coventry are close to signing Brighton goalkeeper Carl Rushworth. I've just had the notification.
Yeah.
For 22.5 million. So that sorts their goalkeeping situation out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to nudge them up above Liverpool, it's literally
Definitely.
just come through as we're filming. So
They were
they're about to sign a Carl Rushworth from Brighton.
They had him on loan, didn't they? So it was surely they're going to sign him.
Yeah, he was a good goalkeeper last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to Man City. Sorry, guys, I just add that in there.
Is it okay?
Well, do they really need to do much? It's Manchester City. I think so. I think they've spent way too much on Elliot Anderson. I don't know what's happened this window in terms of like the money and stuff. It's just absolutely crazy. It's okay, isn't it? It's not great because they haven't like. It's hard with Man City because they've already got such a good squad. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's. I feel like it is hard to judge them based on that.
But you have to
fact.
change your team around every season. You can't keep the same team every season because it gets a bit stale, don't it? So what they've
Yeah,
done
and,
was
and
sort
we
of
know they are like obviously in recent years they have gone through that like sort of like rebuild in terms of like bringing
yeah,
some players in and stuff like that. I think it has to go in okay. They brought in Elliot Anderson, who's going to be
yeah.
starting for them. He's going to go in the team, and he after that much money. So
I think just based on Elliot Anderson signing, I think it's okay.
yeah, whether we agree or not with the fee, like I feel like it
It's
still
not
has to go
worth
there.
that. It's not worth that much, but
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
better than
definitely.
but
80 million probably I'd say. But
I do worry about defense though. I don't know if it's just last season, like obviously Mark Gage came in like January, so it was settled down, but they looked very open last season.
I don't rate Mulcahy to be honest. I personally I thought he was really good. I thought he was quality at Palace. But then after going to City, I just don't think he improved their defence one bit. And we've seen a few mistakes from him.
Yeah.
It's quite slow to be honest.
Yeah.
So you think he's one of them defenders where if you don't play like our line, is a lot better, where you got to dominate the ball.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
maybe he's just good at sitting back and counter attacking like Palace do. It'd be an interesting season. A new manager, so
Yeah, Mexico as well.
You boys are next.
United.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you guys talk about this one with it being your club.
Obviously Santos in 50 mil. Probably a bit of a stretch that is, but Cardalo, Yuri Tielemans, and then that Tyman Thompson from Spurs. Obviously out so far is Hoyland, Casemiro, and Sancho, both on a free. I think the outs had to happen. I think there's a few more outs that could happen, that probably should happen, and there's some that probably shouldn't happen. Yeah, I think the ins so far haven't been bad. We've so far addressed 2 out of 3 places in the midfield.
Yeah, he needs another 2.
We do. I think one more in the middle. A
One
CDM,
more, one more at
a
least,
holder.
but 2 would be better.
Do you think it's fair to? And I'm not just saying this like just to like bash. Obviously, I mean you guys have basically just said it. I think you've signed Yuri Tielemans I think he's a great signing. I can't speak highly enough of him. Santos overpaid a bit. Yeah, I think we all agree on that.
Maybe,
but in
yeah.
terms of your squad, do you think you still need more though? In terms of your squad,
I think we need.
do you think would you put yourselves at the top of need more?
I think we could do a centre back. I won't.
We need a striker as well, don't we?
I wouldn't say necessarily need more because but then it depends. It all depends on what we do with players. I think we could do with more, but I think we could be bottom ended decent just for the fact that we've got 2 centre midfielders in that are Prem ready already, like Prem experienced.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Cardalo is just a backup keeper, ain't going to play. That Thompson is going to be a bit like Aiden Heaven. He's going to play the first half of the season, probably the first few months in the 21s, probably build up, make a couple of appearances in the first team. I
The
think
only reason I
we
said
could
needs
do
more,
we could do needs more. Maybe
Yeah.
like top and needs more, bottom are decent.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like putting you in needs more isn't like an awful thing. It's not saying you've had like an awful window. It just means you need to do more business.
I think we could do with a centre back.
Especially with Champions League football this season as well.
Isn't there a talks of like you needing more depth in midfield as well? Even though
I think one more midfielder. One more midfielder.
So that's a centre back and a centre midfielder. Do you need anything up the top end of the pitch?
We need a striker.
It depends what they do with Xerxes, though, don't it? If Xerxes leaves, then they'll sign a striker. If Xerxes don't leave, we won't sign a striker. Simple as that.
Well, I'm kind of right. If we keep Xerxes and Seska, I think Seska's not too bad. I like him, but I worry with Xerxes.
I think outside. I think Rashford needs to go personally. But
I'd personally put you in the top of needs more personally, but
yeah, I agree.
It's up to you guys. I think you go up the top because I think that the 2 midfielders you brought in are good signings, even though it's a bit iffy on the Santos price. But
yeah, I agree.
I think
definitely need more.
Yeah. I think you are building something though. I think by the end of the window, we will all say you've had a really good window. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at into it, I think you would definitely need more players.
There's a few things like but Harry Amas has so far had a good preseason, 2 games. They're looking at maybe selling him for 6 million to a championship club, but
Yeah, that's great.
that's that's mental if we do that. That's a bargain for any club that signs him.
The next team, honestly, like put them at the bottom of this list because they're going through it, man. Newcastle, they need more. I think the fact that they've been rejected multiple times now from like players over the last couple of seasons, twice this window. Was it that Munoz and that Manzambi?
Yeah.
They have brought in Bamba, Torre, Stewart, and Joe. I don't know about any of those players,
No.
mate. And that was for 35.5 mil, 42 mil, 23 mil, and 18.5. So they've spent a bit of money as well. But then when you look at the outgoings, Tonali, that's a good sale for 60, like just under 70 mil. Tonali went for 100 mil. Bruno G could be leaving. Trippier obviously left to come to the mighty Wolves. So, mate, I just think they've gone through it. Like I feel for them because they must be like depressed or something, man. Like.
What it's one time. They think they're going to sign someone, and then all of a sudden another team hijacks them.
I know. I think I don't know what you guys where you want to put these, but yeah, I think they go.
Yeah, they need more. The players what they've sold and got rid of thingy.
They need more, but I think they should be higher up on need more, just for the fact that they have brought in a few players and they're spending a lot more money than other clubs.
Yeah, we can put them higher. I'm just saying, like, I just think they're being rejected left, right, and centre. They're being like they're having the best players. They're like whole midfield could end up going into now. GFC goes to Arsenal, like they're gonna struggle. I think.
But it could be a tough season. It could be a tough season.
Yeah, but I'm happy to put them back where you put them. To be fair,
I think above Liverpool because they've done more than Liverpool, Palace, Hull, and Fulham. But I think because the fact Coventry obviously bringing in the goalkeeper today or at some point, and a few of the players they've brought in, they've actually dipped into the market. The quality of players we're not too sure. We don't really know these players, so that's something we can't judge on. But the fact that they spent money and the amount they spend, they're definitely up in needs more. But the quality they've lost is probably irreplaceable for them.
No, I agree. Forest is next, guys. Forest.
I think Forest. Obviously, has brought in one player on a free transfer. That's actually known. That's Schlager. And obviously outs, they've obviously lost Elliot Anderson and then released quite a few.
Yeah.
They need more, don't they?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we need to spend too much time talking about this one. I think it needs to go and needs more. Great that they have brought in that much money for Elliot Anderson. They've just got to use it, but they've got to use it wisely is the main thing. Yeah. Don't just go and splash that out. Go and use it wisely.
Don't
go and do a Liverpool when they did with the Coutinho money.
Yeah. Simple. I'd put them there, but they are. Sunderland, I think they need more as well. They've brought in one, haven't they? Thomas Munier, sold Mayenda, 22 million. They've not really done anything. Will they perform like they did last season? I highly doubt it. They could do, but they were on one of them seasons where they were on a good run. They're above Newcastle. That gives them confidence. With your rivals, you want to keep performing.
Yeah, it means a big thing for them as well.
Yeah, it's a massive rivalry. They definitely need more. I think they're towards the bottom end of need more as well.
What do you think, Cam? What are you going to say?
I was going to say, I think they did most of their business last season, didn't they?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's a good point.
Then they do look a good. I think it depends if Xhaka leaves. They're going to have to replace him.
Well, I don't think Xhaka is going to leave. But to add to your point, Cam, that was what I was waiting to say. They did a lot of business last season because they needed to, so they rebuilt the squad. But they haven't got to do that again. But they do need to invest more money because they have got Europe now. And you don't want to be dragged into anything with the extra games. I don't think they were expecting to do as good as what they did. I think they splashed all that money at it last season just in the hopes of staying up. Yeah. And then they had a great season. They qualified for Europe. So they somewhat need to go again and spend again to try and either retain that or at least just stay mid-table. because the last thing you want to do is drop, which is exactly what we ended up doing, by the way. That's literally what happened to us. So needs more of like, for them, it's like they need more squad depth, more like first teamers though. They just need depth.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then we'll end it with Tottenham.
I think.
And I feel like Tottenham, so they brought in Tonali, obviously 100 million, Fernandez for 85, Vaneka for 52, Robson, Senesi, and Devakra for 3. And then they got rid of Vuskovic, 50 million, Lancashire, 20 million, Thompson, 8 million, Veles, 8 million, Divine, 6 million.
Can I just say, the fact that they got 26 million for Will Lancashire, who was on loan at Oxford last season, he's a good player, but to get 20 million for him is like mental. And then 6 million for Alfie Devine.
It's what made the market now is just
great
crazy.
That's just great business. And then they got 50 million for that Vuskovic, which then goes and pays for Van Hecker. So they've only paid 2 million for him, basically. I think this goes probably above Chelsea.
I think it's the best so far.
For me,
it's the best. I think it's the best.
I think it's the best. I don't think I was going to agree with us. What do you think, Cam? I don't think you were going to agree.
I think for the money I think for the players they've sold, for the money they've got, and for the players they've brought in. So they brought in Van Hecker and then sold that Vuskovic. Like instantly, Van Hecker is probably better than him anyway, just for the age and experience, Premier League experience. That Vuskovic is still going to be a good player for Brighton. Tonali is not a 100 mil player, definitely not a 100 mil player, but he's definitely a good centre midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Fernandez, same again. He's not an 85 million player, but he is a good centre midfielder again, and he's good.
Can I just
go on.
Before you go on? Sorry to interrupt you. Before you go on, though, you say he's not a £100 million player. I agree, but you also like throw in that point of view from where you're taking one of your Premier League rivals in terms of like positioning.
Yeah.
In fact, like you're taking their best player off them as well.
Yeah.
Well, one of their best players. Let's not say.
I understand what the
I don't want Newcastle fans coming at me, but you're taking a very important player off of him.
But he's not worth 100 mil. That's what I'm saying. It's
no, I agree. I'm just saying you're taking one of their better players off of them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then you can't over like the Andy Robertson and Senesi coming in for free. They're two great free signings, by the way.
Yeah.
Andy Robertson, he's on that natural decline.
Senesi was fantastic.
But he can still play. He's 31 years of age. He's on that natural decline, but he's going from Liverpool to Tottenham. It's not like he's had a massive drop off.
That Senesi one is fantastic. Free transfer for him.
I agree.
I think he just improved. Whoever they brought just improved the squad, haven't he? On each player.
And they needed it as well. And that's the thing. Like they needed to have a massive window. They've finished 17th twice, which is it's unacceptable for Tottenham. So
you're talking just under 100 mil as well. They brought in off sales.
Mm-hmm.
So they spent
that's
over
200.
What I mean,
and they haven't really. When you look at that list, right? What you've just said, Alex, they've brought in that much money, right? And you look at that list, and you'd think. When you look at that money, you'd think they've sold like at least a key player or someone that has made like so many appearances for them or plays in the Premier League week on week. They haven't really. When you look at that list,
no, they're definitely.
So they've done really well in the money that they've brought in.
Yeah, if they buy a striker, they'll definitely up there this season.
That's definitely what they're lacking. They're lacking a striker.
Yeah, and De Zerbi, great manager. They'll be all right this season.
Mm-hmm. Is he a great manager? I don't know if he's a great manager. I won't say he's a great manager.
I wouldn't say he's a great manager. I just think it's probably what they needed in terms of he's going to go in there and try and change a few things, like some things up.
It'd be interesting, but we've seen what he likes to do. He likes to build up a team and then he gets bored and then he ditches, don't he? Like,
are you guys happy with that list?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, I think we've done all right. I'm really happy with that. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Peace.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the 3 Up Top podcast. 3 Up Top. 3 Up Top. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and we'll see you next weekend.